And for homeowners across the SFL, the housing crash was a sobering and rude awakening. Now millions live so upside down in their mortgages that their financial future remains in constant flux. So how are they surviving? How are you surviving if you're affected? Personal finance guru Howard Dvorkin of Consolidated Credit Counseling Services is right here with some insight. And this is a problem that plagues many South Floridians.
Well, it's not only South Florida, it's across the country. 25% of all people with mortgages are underwater.
25%?
25% in this country. So it's not an isolated incident just to this area. So we hear a lot of great things coming out of the Obama administration in Washington. Unfortunately, none of them are taking hold. Only 170,000 homes have really been rescued thus far with mortgage reduction in the principals. It's not working, and this is a big concern for a lot of people.
All right, so how do you alleviate some of those concerns? What advice can you give people struggling with this?
I mean, you just have to work through these things. I mean, certainly there are programs, but the problem that you see is that certain people are taking advantage of the situation, and others that are getting true benefit, that need benefit, may need that, but their neighbors who own the same house are having problems, and they're going through and looking at these people getting the benefits. So there's a moral hazard where people who are doing the right thing may end up doing the wrong thing to get benefits. There's really no easy solution. What the government needs to do is get people back to work, and changing the tax laws could help things straighten themselves out. They need to increase employment, and Dave, they also need to stop the slide of the values of the house.
Well, until that happens, or while it starts to happen, if someone comes to you and they say to you, I don't think I can pay off my mortgage, I'm considering just letting the house go to foreclosure. Now, there's a big picture here, because that doesn't affect just your home. That affects property values of all the homes around you. What advice do you give them when they say that?
You have to look towards the long-term future. If you go through and go into a foreclosure and lose your house, you're uprooting your family, you're going through, you're going to cause yourself difficulty in the near future because you're going to have to find a new place to live. But more importantly, down the road, when it's time to try to buy a new house, you're going to have a very, very difficult time doing that. Additionally, where we see problems are people going through and attempting to buy new houses. They're going to get penalized, and they're going to end up paying a lot more in mortgage.
All right, a tough situation.
Hopefully
it will get better.
Very difficult.
Sooner rather than later. Good to see you.
Thank you, sir.
And if you have a tax or a money question that you want Howard to answer, or if you just want more information on Consolidated Credit Counseling, head to southflorida.com/money.